and welcome to the news update on Enyimba TV. We are reaching you from Aba, the commercial and industrial hub of Abia State, Nigeria. First, the headlines. NLC shut down headquarters of Jos Electricity Distribution Company over electricity tariff hike in PLATEAU State. Organized labor pickets Enugu Electricity Distribution Company and National Electricity Regulatory Commission offices in ABAKALIKI. Imo Civil Service Permanent Secretaries at war over head of service position. These and other stories plus foreign and business shortly. I am Mary Ihejirika. Now the news in details. The Nigerian Labour Congress NLC has shut down the headquarters of Jos Electricity Distribution Company JEDC in PLATEAU State over the electricity tariff hike. It was gathered that the Labour Union blocked the main gate of the company, leaving the staff of DISCO stranded outside the main building. NLC and Trade Union Congress TUC had announced that they would shut down offices of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NIREC) and distribution companies DISCOs nationwide as a result of their failure to comply with their demand of total reversal of the electricity tariff hike. Organized labor in Ebonyi State has picketed the Enugu Electricity Distribution Company (EEDC) and National Electricity Regulatory Commission (NIREC) offices in Abakaliki, the state capital. The workers joined their counterparts across the country to protest the hike in electricity tariff. They were led by Ebonyi Nigeria Labour Congress NLC chairman Ogugwa Egu and his Trade Union Congress TUC counterpart Chidi Iboji. They visited the NIREC office at Nsube Street, EEDC offices at Awolowo Street and Town Planning Road beside Abakaliki Correctional Center. Bearing placards, the workers chanted songs to express displeasure over the hike in electricity tariff. Egu described the increase as a reckless and wicked policy. Iboji said the increase will lead to continued impoverishment of the poor masses. A civil society group has condemned former governor of Rivers State, Nyeso Wike, for the recent outbursts about his successor. Recall that while speaking at a program in Rivers, Wike has said supporting Governor Siminalaye Fubara was a mistake and he would ensure that the mistake is corrected. But in a statement signed by its president, Johnson Zinaka, the group stated that the emergence of Fubara as the governor of Rivers State is a blessing for the Rivers people. The group further alleged that the former governor of Rivers State is ungrateful with how he has carried on since he left office. The statement added that Rivers people didn't make a mistake in voting for Fubara, as choosing him has seen rapid state development. In another tweet, the group alleged that the former governor was afraid that there could be a probe into how he's administered the state for 8 years. The substantive permanent secretaries in Imo Civil Service are said to be in serious war over who replaces BU, the head of service HOS, who has retired but is still in the office as head of service. Engineer Raymond Uchoma, the outgoing head of service, may likely hand over soon. Information revealed that Imo workers want the governor to appoint an experienced person that will replace Engineer Raymond Uchoma, who, according to them, has overstayed in office. The concerned Imo workers group also wants the governor to show for a substantive head of service that has more years to stay in the service and not a person that will not stay up to 6 months before retirement from the service. The government press release few days ago disclosed that the state governor, Senator Hope Uzodinma, has cancelled all extension given to civil servants who have retired from the service. And on business, tiny generators known as power the homes of the least wealthy households and shops of the smallest businesses in Nigeria have gone out of reach for many amid the rapid price surge. I better pass my neighbor, the phrase used to describe the generators, now make their owners not only better than their neighbors, but the entire neighborhood. The price of the generators, a vital household appliance in Africa's most populous nation due to unreliable public power supply, has jumped 40% to 140,000 naira this year from 100,000 naira in February 2023. In the last 2 decades, the price of the tiny generators with less than 1 kVA capacity has surged more than tenfold from 10,000 naira, showing how hyperinflation and other factors are putting basic commodities out of the reach of many Nigerians. And on the foreign scene, the Iraqi government has requested the termination of the United Nations Assistance Mission for Iraq, UNAMI, operations by the end of 2025. A statement by Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Saduna said based on the findings by the UN-formed Independent Strategic Review Team, Iraq's request for UNAMI to end by 2025 is a timeline sufficient for a responsible closure. According to the statement, the Iraqi government anticipates a UN Security Council resolution by the end of May in response to Iraq's request and the Independent Strategic Review Team's recommendations. UNAMI is a special political mission established in 2003 by UN Security Council Resolution 1500 at the request of the Iraqi government. The foreign story brings us the end of the news, but just before we go, a look at the stories that made the headlines. In the news, we told you NLC has shut down headquarters of Jos Electricity Distribution Company over electricity tariff hike in Plateau State. We also told you organized labor has picketed Enugu Electricity Distribution Company and National Electricity Regulatory Commission offices in ABAKALIKI to protest the hike in electricity tariff. And we told you Imo Civil Service permanent secretaries at war over head of service position. That's our package of news at this period. Please join us for more updates in our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Click on the notification bell to receive alerts when new videos are uploaded. On behalf of the production crew, I am Mary Ihejirika saying thanks for listening. Do have yourself an amazing day.